Hey everybody, Ryan back here for a second video today. So we're 14 games today, so this one's going to consist of 10 games. If you didn't catch it, make sure to catch the morning one that I did earlier today. Alright, so if you have not already done, please hit that red subscribe button down in the bottom right corner underneath this screen. And if you have already, thank you for subscribing. Alright, other than that, let's get started with the afternoon games from the 27th of February 2021. We're going to start off with the Austin Matthews Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers have been playing amazingly well lately. They've been a very hot team of late. Toronto's been pretty good of late. They had a couple of losses recently, but they're playing without Austin Matthews. Is that going to kill their offense, or can they find a way to survive? Because, they still have Mitch Marner, who's had a really good year, too. So, let's see how they did. They actually beat the Oilers 4-0. If you caught my morning video, I talked about how shutting out some really star-studded teams, like having someone like McDavid and Draisaitl not scoring any points in the game, is a rarity. And we saw that rarity occur that afternoon, so look at that. Nothing from the Oilers. First period, 14:37 in, William Nylander's 8th of the year on the power play from Mitch Marner and John Tavares. Now, depending on how long Matthews is out, they're going to need Tavares to get some dang goals finally. Assists, he's doing fine. It's the goal area. He has been very snake bitten this year. He needs to get off that schneid. And he needs to get off that schneid quickly. Alright, 15:50 into the first. Mitch Marner's 10th from John Tavares and Joe Thornton. Joe Thornton's back in lineup, by the way. Second period, 11:15 ends. Jason Spezza's 5th from Jimmy Vesey. Vesey? Is it Vesey or Vesey? Vesey. And TJ Brody. Then in the third period, 13:34 ends. Zach Hyman's 5th from Pierre Engvall and Jake Muzzin. That's all scoring. 4-0 victory for the Maple Leafs. Solid win for the Maple Leafs. I believe they are still the top team in this league, points-wise. So, good on them. They proved that they can still score and win without Austin Matthews in the lineup, which is good. His injury is not expected to be long-term, which is also good news, but they can do this without him, it seems like. But it's only a one-game sample. We'll see how the next one goes. Alright, multi-point people. Mitch Marner, goal and assist, giving him 32 points on the year. John Tavares, 2 assists tonight. And I believe that is it for the multi-point people. Alright, Oilers outshot the Maple Leafs 30-29. Maple Leafs won the faceoff dot 52-48. Maple Leafs scored on their only power play, so they're 1-for-1. Oilers did not get a single power play. Maybe why they got shut out. Or play a part in it. Maybe not the only reason, but played a part in it. Penalty minutes were 2 for Oilers, 0 for Toronto. Hits 41-21. The Oilers won that one handily. Blocks 12-5 in favor of Toronto, and giveaways 14-11, Edmonton 14. Jack Campbell got the start for Toronto and the win, 30 save shutout. And Mike Smith got a start for the Oilers, 25 saves for 892 save percentage. Alright. On to Carolina versus Florida. Basically a battle for the top in this division. Well, it is a three-way battle with Tampa as well, but these two are two of the main people going for it, so a battle for the top. Carolina versus Florida. Let's see what happens. Carolina won this one in shootout. First period, Vincent Trocheck at 17:38 of the first got his 10th of the year. Power play goal from Dougie Hamilton and Andrei Svechnikov. I remember when he came over in that trade from Florida last year at the trade deadline. I'm not sure many people saw one occurring, but it happened. And he didn't meld real well right away with Carolina, but he's had a good year with them so far, so good to see him doing better. Alright, no scoring in the third period, minute 30 in, Jake Bean's 1st of the year on the power play from Brett Pesce and Martin Necas. Then at 8:13 into the third, Patrick Hornquist 9th on the power play from Jonathan Huberdeau and Alexander Barkov. Then Florida ties it 2-2 at 10:13, Frank Vatrano 6th from Mason Marchment. Marchment now has a 2-game point streak for them. All right, that 14:05, Carolina takes the lead again, 3-2. Warren Fogel's fourth from Brett Pesce and Cedric Paquette. The 18:06, Florida ties it again. Patrick Hornquist's 10th of the year from Mackenzie Weegar and Anton Strawman. There you go. No score in okay, I can't talk. No score in the overtime period. Then shootout, I believe they went about 5 or 6 rounds. But Martin Necas scores the game-winning goal in shootout. There you have it. Carolina with 2 points, Florida with 1. All right. Other stats, shots on goal, Carolina won that category, 33-31. Carolina won the face-off at 3-47. Carolina was 2 for 3 on the power play, and Florida was 1 for 4. 8 penalty minutes for Carolina, 6 for Florida. Hits were 24-19 in favor of Florida. Both teams 7 blocks, and Florida had more giveaways, 9-5. James Reimer, 28 saves, 903 save percentage for the win. And Sergei Bobrovsky, 30 saves, 909 save percentage for a loss. Another one of the teams that is battling for top in this division, Tampa, and also a rematch of the Stanley Cup final from last year. So, with the way the divisions are set up, we cannot have a rematch. Now, they put Dallas in the West division like they had originally planned, then we might have had that chance possibly. But the way it's set up now, since they're in the same division, no possibility of another Stanley Cup final matchup between these two. And Dallas continues their downward slide. I am sorry ahead of time fans, Stars fans, but Tampa won this one 5-0. It was a handy win, and it wasn't in question for the most part of the game. All right. At 6:51 of the first, Jamie Alexiak fights Pat Maroon. As a couple big guys fighting right there. Then at 13:18 of the first, Andre Palat's 8th on the power play, unassisted, is the first goal and the game-winning goal. At 4:06 of the second, Anthony Cirelli's 5th, shorthanded from Steven Stamkos. That was kind of just the end-all, be-all, basically, right there. Once you allowed that shorthanded goal, that kind of just took the sails out of them. And 8:17, Braden Point's 7th from Tyler Johnson and Mikhail Sergachev. 15:12 of the second, Pat Maroon's 2nd power play goal from Tyler Johnson and Mikhail Sergachev. Tampa did not let up in that second period. They just kicked them while they were down, which a good team will do because that's what you should do. You can't give them a chance. It just doesn't work that way. Oh, do I have to keep bringing it up? Just look at the Ducks' last 2 games against Arizona. That's what happens when you let teams, when you stop hitting that gas pedal, you play defensive too early. Anyways, third period, 1:07 in, Steven Stamkos adds his 10th from Anthony Cirelli. There you go. The shots, they were closer, but that just means the goalies did not do well for Dallas. Shots were 22-20 in favor of Tampa. Dallas won the faceoff dot 52-48. Dallas went 0 for 6 on the power play. Yikes. 2 for 2 on the power play for Tampa. 100% right there. That's a good number. Penalty minutes were 19-11. Tampa with 19. Hits 22 each. Blocks 12-6 in favor of Tampa. And no giveaways for Tampa. 2 for Dallas. Khudobin, like I said, did not have a good night. 12 saves, 706 save percentage for a loss. Ottinger had 5 saves for a 1,000 save percentage in relief. Vasilevsky, 20 save shutout for the win. There you have it. It is what it is. I'm not sure where Dallas goes from here. They just don't seem to have the same ability they had last year. But I think losing Seguin probably hurts them. I'm not sure if that's really the reason why this downturn is occurring. I mean, you have a lot of older guys on the team. They got to take a downturn at some point. That's just a guaranteed part of life. We all age. It happens. So, playing as long as they did, it's been nice to see, but Who knows? Maybe they can still pull it out. I still have faith they might still get at least 4th. But we'll have to see, because right now they're not looking good. Although I believe they had a point like that last year and they still made the finals, but oh well. Pittsburgh versus the Islanders. Pittsburgh wins this one 4-3 in overtime. There were a lot of overtime games tonight, by the way. 18:40 into the first. Brock Nelson's 6th of the year on the power play from Oliver Wahlstrom and Nick Leddy. Then at 1:34 of the second, Islanders make it 2-0. Matthew Barzal's 8th from Anders Lee and Scott Mayfield. Then at 2:17 of the second, Sidney Crosby's 7th on the power play from Chris Letang. Then at 2:43, less than 30 seconds later from the previous goal, Chris Letang's 3rd from Kasperi Kapanen and Jake Gensel, tying the game at 2 at that point. Sorry, still have the allergies going on right now. 14:51, Josh Bailey's 2nd from Anthony Beauvillier. I don't know why that is such a tough name for me. And Brock Nelson. Alright, 3-2 at the end of the second in favor of the Islanders at that point. 18 seconds is all it took in the third period to tie the game. Jared McCann's 3rd from Evgeny Malkin. There you go. Overtime. 4:34 into overtime. Chris Letang's 4th from Sidney Crosby. Game-winning goal. Pittsburgh with the win. I gotta admit, they've been playing better with the new management team. And probably because they were told, if you don't fix it, we're going to get rid of the majority of you. But they did get bad news. They've lost Jason Zucker for an extended period, they were told. So that's bad news, but they still played well tonight. Let's see, any multi-point people tonight. Chris Letang, goal and assist. Actually, 2 goals and assists. Sorry about that. Goal and assist for Crosby. And that's it for multi-point for Pittsburgh. For the Islanders, Nelson had a goal and assist. And that's it. Alright. Shots on goal, 31-27 in favor of the Penguins. They were killed in the faceoff dot, though. 61-39 in favor of the Islanders. 1 for 5 on the power play for the Penguins, and 1 for 1 for the Islanders. 10 penalty minutes for the Islanders, 2 for Pittsburgh. Hits were 30-23 in favor of the Islanders. Blocks 19-15 in favor of Pittsburgh. And giveaways 7-6. Pittsburgh was 7. Jerry had 24 saves for 889 save percentage and the win. And Semyon Varlamov 27 saves, 871 save percentage for the loss. Alright, on to LA versus Minnesota. Can Minnesota continue the hot streak? Can LA break it? Let's see what happens. They came so close, LA. But they got a point out of this game. That's the good news for them. 4-3 overtime win for the Minnesota Wild, who looked like they were going to run away with it at one point in this game. 14-17 in the first. Joel Eriksson X, 8th of the year from Kevin Fiala and Jordan Greenway. At 17-25, Nico Sturm's 3rd from Nick Bustad and Matt Dumba. At minute 22 into the second period, Kirill Kaprizov's 6th of the year from Victor Rask and Ryan Suter. Then began the LA comeback. 2:51 into the second, Drew Doughty's 5th on the power play for Adrian Kempe and Andrzej Kopitar. 11:41 into the second, Austin Wagner's 3rd unassisted. Then at 17:15 of the third period, Adrian Kempe's 5th on the power play from Drew Doughty and Andrzej Kopitar. That 3-goal lead. Why is it impossible to win with that lead, it seems like? It feels like of late, at least. Maybe it's just because my team's terrible, but that's just one example. Anyways, in overtime, with 0.3 seconds left. I know it says 4:59 because they don't break it down that low when they do the stats, but 0.3 seconds is all that was left on that clock. Matt Dumba's 4th from Matt Zuccarello and Jordan Greenway. There you go. It was hockey day in Minnesota today, and they won the game. Alright, Dumba had a goal and an assist for 2 points. Zuccarello continued his point streak. Only 1 assist in this game, but still, it continues the streak. Jordan Greenway, a goal and an assist. Let's see. Kaprizov only 1.2, but he continues his point streak. So does Victor Rask, actually. And that's it for the multi-point people, it looks like. Yep. Alright. Oh, wait. Did LA have multi-pointers? Yeah, Doughty had goal and assist. Kopitar 2 assists. Kempe goal and assist. Oh, so their power play was effective. Alright, shots on goal. Minnesota outshot LA 42-28. Face-offs, LA won 56-44. Power play 2 for 4 for LA and 0 for 3 for Minnesota. Minnesota 8 penalty minutes to LA 6. Hits were 20-18 in favor of LA. Blocks 18-14 in favor of Minnesota. And giveaways 3-2, Minnesota with 3. Low numbers, both coaches should be happy. Alright, Cal Peterson 38 saves for 905 save percentage. And Kakinen 25 saves for 893 save percentage for the win. Alright, on to Detroit versus Chicago. Classic rivalry here. Alright, Detroit won this one 5-3. In the first period, Bobby Ryan 6 from Robbie Fabry and Danny DeKeyser. Ryan showing off before he gets traded. We'll see. Second period, 13:53 in. Alex DeBrincat ties it, his 10th of the year for Calvin DeHaan and Adam Boqvist. At 14:09, Darren Helm's first of the year from Luke Glendening and Adam Aarney. 18:27 into the second, Christian Juice's second of the year power play goal from Robbie Fabry and Philip Zadina. Then at 2:33 of the third, Evgeny Sveshnikov, first of the year from Franz Nielsen and Valtteri Filppula. Then at 4:43 of the third, Chicago makes it 4-2. Matthias Janmark's 7th from Carl Soderberg and Adam Boqvist. At 8:15 of the third, Franz Nielsen's first of the year. They're clearing waivers not long ago. From Evgeny Sveshnikov and Valtteri Filppula. Sorry. I don't know why that was a weird one to me, but it is. 1948, Chicago makes it 5-3. Dominic Kubalik's 7th from Brandon Hagel and David Kampf. So there you go. Chicago lost this one. Did not gain ground in their division. Alright, any multi-point people for Chicago. Boqvist had 2 assists. That's it. That's the only multi-pointer for them. Alright, for Detroit, I believe you have Robbie Fabry. And 2 assists for him. And let's see, anybody else? Sveshnikov, goal and assist. Franz Nielsen, goal and assist. Filppula, 2 assists. There you go. That's it. That's all your multi-pointers. Alright, shots on goal. 36-32 in favor of Chicago. Detroit killed them in the face-off. 59 to 41. Detroit 1 for 1 on the power play. Chicago 0 for 1. 2 penalty minutes each. 34-33 were the hits in favor of Chicago. Blocks 27 in favor of Detroit. And giveaways 13-7. Chicago with 13. Jonathan Bernier, 33 saves, 917 save percentage. Solid game for him. And Malcolm Subban, 27 saves, 844 save percentage. Not a great showing after a good showing where he had a shutout. So, there you go. Alright, on to Colorado versus Arizona. Colorado continues the hot streak, winning this one 6-2, putting down the Desert Dogs. 12-16 into the first, Nathan McKinnon, his 5th of the year from Andre Burakovsky and Ryan Graves. Ryan Graves with a point. Any Colorado fan would say, yay, finally a point from him. And also a McKinnon goal does not hurt because, as you can tell, 5 on the year. He's been lacking in the goals so far. Hopefully that's the opening of the gates for him. Alright, 14-13 into the second, Clayton Keller's 6th of the year from Nicholas Hjalmarsson. Probably one of his few points he'll get this year. Because he's not a point getter. That's not his job. But it's definitely nice when he puts one in. 17-15 into the second. Jacob McDonald's 1st of the year from Jonas Donskoy and Andre Burakovsky. Make it 2-1. Then, the floodgates open in the third for Colorado. Gabriel Landeskog's 4th of the year on the power play at minute 58 in from Mikko Rantanen and Samuel Girard. 12 minutes into the third. Jonas Donskoy's 6th of the year from Valery Nichushkin and Samuel Girard. 13:57 in. Tyson Joe's first. Another yay for Colorado fans. From Mikko Rantanen. Then at 16:32 of the third, Johan Larsson's second of the year from Lawson Cruz and Jordan Osterley, making it 5-2 Colorado at that point. 18:09, Pierre-Edouard Bellemar's first of the year from JT Compher. Colorado fans are saying yay for both of them getting a point on that one. Alright, there you have it. 6-2 Colorado wins. And let's see, who got multi-points? Nobody on Arizona. Colorado, let's see, Burakovsky has 2 assists. Right, yep. Burakovsky, 2 assists, correct. Jonas Donskoy, goal and an assist. Landeskog has 1 goal, okay. Samuel Girard, I think, has 2 points. No. Yeah, he does. 2 assists. Mikko Rantanen, 2 assists. And that's it for the multi-pointers. Alright. Colorado outplayed Arizona in this game. They outshot them 41-25. Face-offs, Colorado won 57-43. Power play 1 for 3 for Colorado, 0 for 2 for Arizona. 6 penalty minutes for Arizona, 4 for Colorado. Arizona won the hit category, 33-19. Blocks were 15-5 in favor of Arizona, and giveaways 5 each. Grubauer got the win, 23 saves, 920 save percentage. Good rebound after a not-so-great outing last time around. Raanta returns for Arizona, 35 saves, 875 save percentage. Yeah, the save percentage is 875. That's not a great number, but 35 saves on 41 shots. Pretty solid night for him. Definitely an active night, at least. Alright, on to Vegas versus Anaheim. Well, Anaheim's got their 1 on average win per season against Vegas already. Let's see if they can make it a lucky number 2. Nope. No, they cannot. But they got a point. Alright, 10:09 into the first. Rickard Rakell scores his second of the year. Yes, you saw that correctly. Former 30-goal scorer, Rickard Rakell has 2 goals. He's played every game, everybody. Every game. Yeah. I think he might be suited for a change of scenery if they can't turn the season around, which at this point, why would they want to? Why? Anyways, after my sadness, that was from Cam Fowler. 16:29 to the first. Alex Pietrangelo second from Shea Theodore and Keegan Kolesar. Kolesar's not actually had a good season for him. I mean, he's not a huge point getter, but he's been a solid player for him. Second period. William Karlsson scores his 4th of the year at 9:10 of the second from Alex Pietrangelo. Then at 11:05 of the third, a goal that was reviewed at the time because they thought it may have been high-sticked into the net. It was not. At least according to the officials, it was not. I still, in my eyes, viewed it as a high stick, but that I don't have all the angles they do. Adam Henrique scores his 4th. Yeah, that's right. Adam Henrique's back in the lineup. His 4th of the year from Rickard Rakell and Sam Steele. Guess what? He just got back in the lineup after 3-4 games, scored a goal. He's still second on the team in goal scoring. So sad. Sam Steele got a point, though, I guess. That's a positive. 3:23 into overtime, because this one did go to overtime. William Karlsson's 5th. Former Duck killing the Ducks. Shocker there. From Riley Smith and Shea Theodore, another former Duck. So sad. Anyways. Alright, multi-point people. Rickard Rakell had a goal and assist for the Ducks. That's a positive sign. Let's see if he can actually go somewhere or disappear again. Alright, Alex Pietrangelo had a goal and an assist for the Vegas Golden Knights. I swear the majority of his points this year have come against the Ducks. Shea Theodore, 2 assists. William Karlsson, 2 goals. There you go. Alright, Anaheim outshot Vegas, actually, 30-27. They won the faceoff dot, 58-42. Vegas was 0 for 3 on the power play. Anaheim 0 for 1. How were they 0 for 1 when Vegas had 4 penalty minutes? To Anaheim 6 penalty minutes with Vegas 3 power plays. That doesn't add up. Dang you, NHL.com, for failing me again. 32 hits for Anaheim to 19 for Vegas. Blocks 23-13 in favor of Anaheim. Giveaways 14-10. Vegas with 14. Definitely a number they want to clean up. They want to stay up top of that division. Marc-Andre Fleury continuing his stellar play. He has been amazing ever since Leonard went down with injury. So, do we have another goalie controversy with the same two goalies on this team? What is happening? Fleury looked absolutely beatable last year. This year he looks unbeatable. I don't know what's happening. John Gibson, 24 saves, 889 save percentage. Very pedestrian number for Gibson, but it is how he did today. All right, on to Montreal versus Winnipeg. Winnipeg won this one 2-1, extending Montreal's suffering and not giving their new coach a win yet. This was an overtime win, though, so closer. All right, no scoring in the first. Second period, 10:38 in, Nikolai Ehlers 11th on the power play from Andrew Kopp. Then 15:13 of the second, Nick Suzuki's 5th from Yoel Armia and Ben Sherratt. All right, no scoring in the third. Overtime, it took 36 seconds for Winnipeg to win it. Paul Stastny's 4th for Nikolai Ehlers and Kyle Connor. Ehlers is your only multi-point guy of the game with a goal and assist, giving him 22 points on the year. Great year for Ehlers, by the way. And Andrew Kopp, evidently, with 11 assists, is having a decently good year, too. Actually, a really good year. I believe he's technically a third liner for them. So it's definitely good numbers for a third liner. I mean, they generally are better than a fourth liner, but still, that's good numbers at this point in the year for a third liner. Shots on goal, 41-21 in favor of Montreal, so they definitely outplayed Winnipeg. But they just could not get that goal that mattered most. They did get a goal, but not the one that mattered most, the second goal. Faceoffs, 53-47 in favor of Winnipeg. 0 for 2 on the power play for Montreal, 1 for 3 for Winnipeg. 6 penalty minutes for Montreal to 4 for Winnipeg. Hits were 26-15 in favor of Montreal. Blocks, 19-6 in favor of Winnipeg. Giveaways, 12-7, Winnipeg with 12. Jake Allen, 19 saves, 905 save percentage for the loss. And Connor Hellebuyck, 40 saves, 976 save percentage. Standing on his head, evidently, for the win. On to St. Louis versus San Jose. This is their 6th matchup of the year. They begin their last 2 games starting March 8th. So in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Anyways, this matchup, I mean, this is every single game has been a 1-goal game between these two so far in the 5 previous games. Let's see if that trend continues. Oh yeah, it did. I watched this game live, and wow, there were times where it seemed like the defenders of both teams were like just standing in the corners watching the other team just shoot the puck in with absolutely no opposition in front of the net at all. There was an interesting incident with Binnington I'll get to. This game was a what the hell is happening out there game, because neither team looked good defensively. Neither goalie looked good. And the offenses looked amazing for it. I mean, San Jose, for being one of the worst offenses, got 6 goals. Let's see how they rank tomorrow. They probably won't be in the top 10 still, but they won't be 29th or 30th, wherever they were at the beginning of this game. All right, scoring began 17 seconds into the first. Timo Meier's 3rd from Rudolph Balcers and Dylan Gambrell. Balcers has been playing well since they started playing him regularly. And that's Meier's 3rd goal of the year, which is shocking considering he had 30 just 2 seasons ago and was on pace for 30 last year. Not a good start to the year for Meier. Not good at all. But hopefully this turns it around. All right, 6:08 into the first, Marco Scandella scores his 1st of the year to tie the game at that point. 10:11 into the first, Vander Kane's 6th on the power play from Logan Couture and Brent Burns. At that point, okay, it's 2-1. That's about par the normal for a first period. Okay, that's not that bad. No hint of what we're going to get out of this game. Second period, We get the hint. 3:34 into the second, Sammy Blais ties the game. His second of the year from Vince Dunn and Ryan O'Reilly. 6:43 into the second, Timo Meier's fourth from Kevin LeBanc, giving San Jose a 3-2 lead again. Or giving them a 1-goal lead again, not the same score all over again. 7:28 into the first, Braden Schen's 10th from David Perron, tying at 3-3. 10:34 into the second, Evander Kane's 7th unassisted to give the Sharks the 1-goal lead again. 18:16 into the second, Zach Sanford responds his 4th of the year from Jordan Kyrou and Torrey Krug. Ties the game again. Minute 18 into the third, St. Louis gets a lead. Mackenzie McEachern's 1st of the year, shorthanded from Zach Sanford. 2:13 into the third, San Jose ties it this time. Kevin LeBanc's 3rd from John Leonard and Timo Meier. 3:20 into the third, Ryan O'Reilly's 7th from Justin Falk, giving St. Louis another lead. 6:31 into the third, Logan Couture's 11th from Brent Burns and Mario Ferraro, tying the game at 6. 7:14 into the third, Marco Scandella's 2nd from Oscar Sundqvist and Mike Hoffman. Thank God that's the last goal, because I was having a hard time fitting all these goals. Luckily, there were also a few unassisted goals. As you can see, what the hell happened to the goalies and the friggin' defense? I mean, when I saw Erik Karlsson was playing, I was like, oh God, San Jose's going to lose. I didn't expect this. This was, wow. And actually, Karlsson wasn't even that bad in this game. He actually looked better than he did at all the rest of the season. They also got back Radim Šimić. So 2 of their top 6 defenders were back in this game. Didn't make much difference, evidently. Devan Dubnyk stayed in for the entire game for San Jose. Binnington was pulled. And when he was pulled, it was after the Evander Kane goal in the second period at 10:34. At that point, making it 4-3. Binnington had not looked good at that point. He was pissed off. I don't know if San Jose players said something. Maybe they did. We'll probably never know truly what was said, if there was anything said. Maybe Binnington was just trying to pump his team up. I don't know. But he immediately, after getting pulled, in San Jose, the opposition backup goalie does not sit on the bench with them. They go to the opposite corner and sit in the corner of the arena. Basically, they get their own little corner, get to sit by themselves, surrounded by fans. Not a pleasant place to be sometimes, but on his way over there, he went over to the Sharks bench, and Radim Šimić was standing right there next to the boards on the ice. Went over, pushed him, started skating over to the corner, did a punch fake into Erik Karlsson's face, made him jump and damn near fall into the ice, jumping out of the way. Then went over, pushed Devan Dubnyk, and skated off. It was an interesting exit. I haven't seen one of those in a very long time. So, like I said, I don't know if they said something, or if he was just trying to pump his team up, or if he was just pissed off and wanted to take out anybody he could get hold of. I wouldn't have minded if him and Dubnyk had dropped the gloves and fought. That would have been kind of fun to watch, but didn't happen. March 8th. Let's keep an eye out. Like I said, this was not a pretty game for either team. I mean, St. Louis wins this one 7-6. Nobody's going to have good defensive stats. But amazing, St. Louis had a defender that was +4. You allow 6 goals, and you have someone +4. Evidently, he's the only defender that did anything. Alright, San Jose outshot St. Louis 40-31. St. Louis killed him in the faceoff dot, 67-33. Power play 0 for 2 for St. Louis, 2 for 6 for San Jose. Penalty minutes 14 for St. Louis and 6 for San Jose. This one was very skewed on the power play chances and the penalty minutes. There were some things that they called for St. Louis for, they didn't call San Jose. It was like, are they making a makeup call here? Because I know last time these two met up, no penalty minutes for St. Louis, and San Jose had all 4 penalties of that game. So maybe it was a makeup game, I don't know. But that's how it worked out. Hits were 24-19 in favor of St. Louis. Blocks 13-12 in favor of St. Louis. Giveaways 8-7, San Jose with 8. Like I said, Binnington was pulled. 15 saves, 789 save percentage. Sadly, not even the worst save percentage in this game. Husso came in relief, 19 saves, 905 save percentage. Devin Dubnyk for San Jose, like I said, stayed in for all 7 goals. Ouch. 24 saves, 771 save percentage. If you look at before this game, Dubnyk had the best stats between him and Martin Jones, even though Martin Jones had a winning record to Dubnyk's losing record. Dubnyk didn't get the offensive help that Jones has been getting. But I'm sure Bob Bugner, the coach, once Dubnyk was allowing all these goals, was looked down the bench, saw Martin Jones, was like, just stay. You're good. We don't need to bring him in. He'll be worse. So, no offense to Martin Jones. He is not what he used to be. He is not the same goalie as 5 years ago. There you go. That's all the games for today. I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to add any more at this point. It's a long video. Alright. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that. Consider it, and please hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out. I'm shooting for 50 subscribers. I'm at 40 right now. Help me get those last 10. Alright, other than that, make sure to like, comment, share. Let me know what you think of the game. Let me know about what you think about the Binnington incident. I'll try and post a link if I can find a video of it online. And other than that, bye everybody.